Давайте сфотографируем, типа face-to-face, там, реклама.
Face-to-face?
Да?
Hey, Undisputed.
Undisputed! When's it gonna happen?
Is it gonna happen, guys, next year?
When's it gonna happen, guys?
I don't know. He talk about fight, but he never fight.
Dmitry?
Looks like he fight, yeah?
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Alright, so I haven't really cared the most about Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou because, truth be told, it's a cash grab. But as you guys saw in the beginning of this video, you know, with the fight being in Saudi Arabia and the lion's share of the boxing world and the fighters and the powers that be descending upon the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, you guys see that something very great has come from this whole fiasco. And you guys seen it, you know, Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev, after all the years of talk, after all the years of speculation, after all the years of the hardcore boxing fans begging, pleading, and clamoring for what is and could quite possibly be the best fight in boxing, they came face to face, they faced off, and one of the people in the media had asked, you know, Undisputed next year, can we get Undisputed next year? When are we going to get the Undisputed fight? And Artur Beterbiev, with his shoulders back, head held high, with confidence and bass in his voice, he said, look, as you guys heard, look, he talks about fighting all the time, but he don't fight. He don't want the smoke. In his own words, he pretty much said, Bivol, we haven't fought because Bivol hasn't wanted the smoke. And, you know, listen, if Bivol hasn't wanted the smoke, shit, I can't blame him. Artur Beterbiev is a very dangerous individual. He's boxing's knockout king. But, you know, look, let's call a spade a spade. These two haven't got as criticized as Crawford and Spence did because they're not on social media arguing like girls every 5 seconds about why the fight isn't happening. And on top of that, you know, they're not American fighters, so it's a bit different when you talk about dudes from Russia who really aren't in the media as much. It's just a little different. But I'll say this. I can't think of too many better fights in boxing better than Beterbiev versus Bivol. I mean, you talk about Bivol. Dmitry Bivol is the best pure boxer in the sport. Artur Beterbiev is the best and hardest punching and best finisher at the championship level of world boxing. There's no doubt about it. He's 3-belt champion. Everyone who's been in the ring has suffered the same fate. They've all been stopped, right? So this is a fight that I think for this era of boxing, we need to settle the debate on as to who is who. And I got to be honest with you. I like the way Beterbiev, you know, handle the whole situation. Beterbiev looked like the dominant, you know, man in the situation. It kind of reminded me of many years ago when I watched Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence when they had a little, you know, run-in, you know, back in 2018. When I watched it back then, I thought Crawford, you know, got the better of that verbal exchange, and I thought he was the better fighter. Right now, this is a bit different. I'm not as confident as Beterbiev being better than Bivol as I was Crawford being better than Spence. Bivol to me is gonna be a hard guy to beat. But the thing is, right, it's like Bivol can outbox Beterbiev, but can he withstand what Beterbiev's bringing to him for 12 rounds? And a lot of people like to pick Bivol and just say he's gonna outbox Beterbiev, but they forget that Beterbiev has a deep amateur pedigree as well. Beterbiev has beaten some of the top fighters out there in world boxing right now when he was in the amateurs. Like, he beat Usyk, for crying out loud, when he was in the amateurs. So it's not like he can't box either. So this is a fight that, you know, like, Beterbiev became a unified champion in 2019, right? So I think for about a solid 4 years, it's made some sense for these two to fight. But it's never made more sense than now. I mean, Bivol is beating Canelo. He's a name in boxing. He's been champion for a long time. Beterbiev's headlined some shows on ESPN and got knockout victories. It makes more sense than ever for them to fight. And I'll tell you, I'll say it straight like this. If these two don't fight by the end of, or the middle, if they don't fight some point in 2024, then we need, not only do we need to just stop talking about them two or fighting each other, I think they both should retire. Honestly, if they're not fighting each other, they should both retire because, truth be told, there's no fight for any boxing fan when it comes to the subject of Beterbiev Bivol that matters more than them fighting each other. And I just think, from a stylistic standpoint, it is one of the best fights in boxing. It's one of the fights where, I don't normally say this too often when it comes to big fights, but I have a hard time picking either guy. I don't feel comfortable picking against Beterbiev because I don't feel comfortable picking against a guy that if he gets you hurt, he's gonna finish you because that's what he does. That's what he does. Beterbiev, the way he even moves outside the ring, he kind of moves like a mafioso, calm, smooth, criminal killer. That's what he moves like. That's the demeanor he carries, and I mean that in the most respectful way, right? And Bivol, I don't feel confident picking Beterbiev against Bivol because Bivol is probably the greatest blend of offense and defense in the sport right now, right? So it's you can't go wrong picking for either one of them, but it's hard to pick against either one of them. So these are the fights when it comes to boxing we salivate or we get excited about, and I just hope this could be a seed that's planted to where in 2024 we get this big fight because the light heavyweight division, if you take a look at it, past Beterbiev and Bivol, the light heavyweight division is in shambles. I don't see another fight of this magnitude happening for some years. So for the respectability, the credibility, and just the honor of what is one of boxing's most prestigious weight classes, the light heavyweight division, these two got to fight. And we're talking about, I feel, one of the best fights boxing's produced in years, if they do fight. So I thought Beterbiev punked Bivol, to be honest with you, and it actually lessened my confidence a little bit in Bivol with how he handled everything, but I still want to see the fight. I know Bivol's not a rah-rah, talkative type of dude, but still, he didn't have no response back, so we'll see how it goes, but that's the news. Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol meet face-to-face in Saudi Arabia, and we should be getting the fight sometime next year. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dang it. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're here at the Hatanaka Boxing Gym in Nagoya, Japan. And for more great videos just like this one, make sure you guys click right here.